Hi there, students. Antithesis. The antithesis. A countable noun. Antitheses. The antitheses, plural. Okay, the antithesis is the exact opposite. It's diametrically opposed to. So, he's a big, fat, ruddy, red-faced man, but his sister is white-skinned and very thin. She is the very antithesis of her brother. This type of film is the antithesis of the sort of film that I enjoy. It's the exact opposite. Many people say that communism and capitalism are the antithesis of each other. So, antithesis, it's a posh word to say the opposite of. The exact opposite of. So, I don't know, black is the antithesis to white. Slavery is the antithesis to freedom. Death is the antithesis of life. Okay, so antithesis, the direct opposite, the opposite of something. Order is the antithesis of randomness. Patience is the direct antithesis of anger. Okay, so the antithesis, the opposite. Now, in rhetoric, we can also use this word antithesis. This antithesis, when you're speaking, for example, in poetry or something like that, antithesis is the opposite, is using opposites in a sentence. So, for example, when I was young, I defended this country with all my might, and now that I'm old, I shall continue to do so. Yeah, I will continue to do it. So this is antithesis. It's two contrasting ideas that are juxtaposed. This is a figure of speech if you arrange it in this matter. Or Abraham Lincoln in the Gettysburg Address. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. And here you've got the juxtaposition of people will forget what's been said, but they won't forget. They will remember what has been done. Okay, and this is the idea of antithesis in rhetoric. There are lots and lots of ways of doing it. So in peace you long for war, but and in war you long for peace. No, I don't think you long for war in peace, but well, it's a way of doing it. It's some sort of an anti-metatabole. Okay, so this is the idea of this antithesis. Man proposes and God disposes. Yeah, you've got this type of antithesis here as well. You can also use this word antithesis in philosophy. If you want to think about proposition, you start with a thesis and you argue the thesis. Then you think about the opposite, the antithesis, and what the opposite of what you propose means. And then you have synthesis, where you put both the thesis and the antithesis together, and you see what you get, and that gives you a good way of analysing what you're thinking about. So, antithesis, the opposite, the exact opposite. Black is the antithesis of white. Good is the antithesis of evil. The opposite. If there's an antithesis between two things, there could be a contrast between them. the antithesis between instinct and reason, a contrast, yeah, almost a contradiction, different ways of doing things. So, antithesis. I think I'm going to give it a 6 in formality. Use in a semi-formal conversation, semi-formal or formal writing. And as to origin, okay, it comes from Latin, antithesis, but that itself comes from ancient Greek, antithesis, anti, the opposite, and thesis, an idea. So the opposite of the thesis, the opposite of a thought. So, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Antithesis.